This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Cook. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz. You hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. The sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback keeps the football. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
There's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground here. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
He knocks this one right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense. He'll bring it out from his end zone.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Ball handed off. Takes a big shot though from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in him. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Got him. He's sacked. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Took contact on the throw. And the ball is picked off.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The pocket breaking down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Trojans. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. USC. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
3rd down coming up.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He breaks free. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Here's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the back gets the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Bringing pressure. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaking free at the 35. They break him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 13, Auburn 0.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
On the set.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
3:25.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to melt the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to his target. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball. Once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pressure is coming. The contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
On third down, he drops to throw. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Trojans will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Tailback with another carry. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
We'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Wideouts now clustered. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Trojans enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run this clock out. They'll try the jet sweep here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kurt, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing...